Hello, I would like to show you a way of integrating a very flexible and very fast translation system into your web app using JavaScript and PHP. First, I will show you the result of doing it this way. When I press the Danish flag here, you see it turns to Danish, English, German, Spanish, Polish, and back to English. And this goes very, very fast because the whole translation module, including the strings, are in memory. I'm not looking it up from MySQL or any other hardware-based platform. And I will show you the code now. So I go to Visual Studio Code, and here I have a file called getString.php, and it has a few functions. The first function is called getString, and it takes a string as a parameter. Inside this function I have an array per language, and you can call this array whatever you want. I have called it English strings. If I scroll down, Danish strings, scroll down, Polish strings, and so on. Inside these arrays, I have the strings, and I take my base always in English. So, for example, this string here, write a legal document with administration, is in position number 0 in the index. So the translated text has to be in the same position in, for example, in the Danish index. And this one who is in the third position or fourth position, remember that arrays are 0 based. So let's say fourth. Private has to be in fourth position in the Danish array, and we have it here. Because this translation system here is using the position to look up the translated string. That's why it goes so fast. Of course, there's a lot of bad things about this solution, but I have chosen this solution because I needed to be very flexible and very fast. So this is only the arrays. So I scroll down like this. So we get some functionality, and I have marked this part of the function as functionality. And what it gets is it look up the index of the string. So it says array underscore search, and it has the string and the array. And I told you that I use English as a base array. So I put the English array in here, and I get the index. So private was index number 3 or position number 4. Then I check my session variable, what kind of language I have set up my web app to be, and if it's Denmark, I return the position from the Danish array. It's very, very simple. So first I look up the string in my English array, get the position, and return the same position from the Danish array, or Polish array, or German array, or whatever. If I don't have a correct language code, I return the original string. That will help me not to get an error if I forget to put it into my source code, or I have defined the array wrong, or something. There will never be a mistake here. I always return the original string if something goes wrong. In this way, I'm always sure that things will go well. If you have any questions or anything like that, please give me a message. But just the last thing, how do I use this inside my screen, my web page? And I have a web page here. The first thing I do is I include my translation function. Just include once, get string PHP. And how I use it is down here, for example. I put in my PHP insert here, as you can see, and it just echoes get string receiver 1, gets the position of receiver 1, and if the language is set to Danish, it looks up the position number 4, for example, and return that here and print it into my source code. And I will show you how it looks in the source. So we go here and I say view page source, and you will see, for example, here this is a translated string, sign up. It puts this in by itself. Of course, in some cases you have to trim it. It depends of PHP. In this case, I didn't have to do it. In this case, I had to do it. So usually it's a very good idea to always trim. Yeah. Here again, private, that was the example we used. This is from the translation module, and it prints then private through an echo with PHP. Okie dokie, just write me if you have any questions. Bye bye.